gonna sit in the stroller for a little bit?
Yeah.
To Italy today, are we?
Yes, we are. I'm excited. I've been thinking a lot about the populist movement, the fact that pro-nationalist, positive nationalist movements aren't just limited to one country. And so the thing I'm planning to talk to folks I meet there about is the notion of sovereignty. What does it mean to be a sovereign nation? That goes for Western European countries. It goes for countries around the world. Losing their own national sovereignty to a broader global order that in the name of global harmony is actually creating global chaos. And so I'm looking forward to that conversation. I'm also taking my family this time, and I hope to see Karthik enjoy the Coliseum. He has not seen the Coliseum, but he has seen Gladiator. So that leaves him very excited about seeing the Coliseum. Hopefully we get tickets. We'll see how that works. It'll be exciting in that sense too, even though it's a short trip. Apoorva's operating today. She has to be back at work at the hospital on Tuesday. So, we're making what we can of a short trip, and hopefully I'll deliver a message to folks who I meet there as well that starts some positive conversations.
You like it? Do you like Italy so far?
A lot of love here in Rome. I'm happy about that. But, a lot of Americans travel here, so good time to come.
Do you think America should bring back architecture like this?
I don't want to artificially sort of recreate something that isn't, but preserving old American architecture from the founding, I think, is important. I think, for example, Washington, D.C., preserving its character is important. So I don't think that we should try to imitate Rome's architecture. But Rome is doing a good job of preserving its own, and it's a beautiful thing when a culture preserves its own monuments. It's very special.
Oh, that was really good.
You want more? You know that?
Joe, that is your favorite?
It is, yep. It's a little warm right now.
Why that was my camera?
I'm going to check this out. Excited to see what I learned today, and I'm going to share my own perspectives as an American to a European audience who's concerned with some of the same issues I am in the United States of America. So we'll talk about that, and I'm excited to see what we get in response.
Con grande piacere che invito sul palco Vivek Ramaswamy.
Thank you. It's a warm welcome, and I appreciate the invitation to speak with you today. Be proud of who you are. We'll be proud of who we are. My job will be to do everything I can to make the United States of America as great of a nation as it can be, as it is your job to make sure that Italy is as great of a nation as it can be. That is how we make the world a better place, by making each of our nations stronger. And with that, may our best days still be ahead of us. God bless you. God bless all of you and your families. And may our best days come ahead. Thank you. Thank you. Take care. Thank you. Look, I think it was a pretty energizing event. Look at the energy for people who want to stand for the basic values of truth, that a nation without borders is not a nation. That was a big theme. Truth reverberates across countries, not just in the United States of America. And that culture of fear that I talk about in the campaign trail, I talked about it here. It's as palpable here in Western Europe as it is in the United States. And so I left energized. It seemed like the crowd was energized as well. I think there's actually a movement here that just crosses not just partisan lines of traditional parties, but even national lines. To say that the way we make the world a better place isn't through some global governance structure. It's by making each of our nations, from the United States of America to Italy, itself a stronger nation. That's how we make the world a better place. And so I think that energy was palpable in this room. These are our people. The fact that we don't speak the same language doesn't mean we don't share the same values. In fact, what I realize is in that room we do. And I'm pretty pumped up about how it went. Yeah, that's what they would say here. Remember the guy with the funny hair would say, the game
Like today we're having that is such a cool
tool.
Yeah, so just it's important, yeah, so just for children.
Would you have beaten the Lions?
I think maybe the Tigers. I don't know about the Lions.
What's scarier, 1,000 tiny horses or 1,000 tiny lions?
Neither. They built this Roman Coliseum back about 2,000 years ago in 8 years. It took longer to build a building with a building permit on the Upper West Side in the modern day.
Think about it today.
It's remarkable. This 70,000 people. And the energy and the demand for, actually 90% of cases was mercy. Pretty interesting to see. Now, I think it's cool that the guy who built this was a guy who said, I don't need a nice palace here. I'd rather actually be remembered by the people. That was also one of the things that I liked about the history of the construction, is the motivations of the different emperors are different. We did today.
It was a long
did it
line.
today?
Yeah,
We did
it was a long line.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Thank you so much.
Have a nice evening.
Yes, had a great day. Yeah, we started out with history and ended with covering some parts of the city we hadn't covered already. It was a inspirational reminder to history, and it's also the first time we've been here as a family in Europe, actually, on the other side of the Atlantic. So, did you have fun today? It was our first full day in another continent. I think that's accurate. Yeah. It was our first 24-hour period away on another continent with the kids. Since the kids were born, this is the first time we've done it. It was memorable, and makes me appreciate our own country by seeing and meeting people in another country who A, love the United States of America, B, I'm meeting people from all over Europe here who had the most encouraging words for me that I'm just meeting on the street. Lifts me up to say that, you know what, when you stand for your own country, people in other countries respect that. But anyway, I think it's a great way to not only gain appreciation for your own country, but for the history of ancient Rome. There's very few cities where you can go and get the level of historical inspiration that you do here in Rome. I think about the United States of America. We've been around for 250 years. If we have another 250 years or another 1,000 or 2,000 left, then I think we're going to be in good shape too. And so, inspiring trip, great time with the kids, and we'll see. If time permits, we're going to do a little more of it.